to another Caribou video. Got the Z perched up right next to me. We're actually going to be working on the Z today, finally. Hopefully fixing the start issue that we've had since we dropped the transmission for the first time. So I don't know if we caused that issue or what really happened with that. I think it's oil from the valve gaskets or the valve cover leaking onto the sensors on the back of the motor, which makes sense. I've just been waiting a while because it's 4 sensors that need to be replaced and they're like 60 bucks a pop. So we're in the Infinity. We're gonna go on a little cruise right now over to our O'Reilly's. We're gonna take the back roads just for fun, but we're gonna go to O'Reilly's, get the parts we need, and hopefully we'll get the Z starting up good. After that, the only thing else with the Z is it needs a new valve covers. I've pretty much 1000% diagnosed that the oil leak is coming from the spark plug tubes. And unfortunately with these, the spark plug tubes you can't replace on your own or by themselves. You got to replace the whole valve cover. So it needs 2 new valve covers, which is fine because we'll probably get some aluminum ones, get a little bit of an upgrade, so that'll be cool. But for now, we're going to try to fix the start issue. I'm not too worried about the oil leak because with me, I don't know if y'all remember in past videos, I replaced the valve cover gaskets and that's helped the oil leak tremendously. So I've just been keeping an eye on it and it's been good. But once we fix the start issue, man, we're ready to hit the track. So we're gonna try to fix that today and yeah, let's go. Alrighty boys, well the Infinity's running absolutely amazing. We got caught behind a biker, so our little run came to an end. We're in a slow zone anyways, Great Forest, beautiful little town. It's a beautiful day here in the South Hill Country of Texas. Yeah, see y'all at O'Reilly. Alrighty, well they didn't have all 4 of them, they only had 2, so I'm gonna go back, we're gonna replace 2 of them and hopefully it starts normally. If not, then I gotta call and order, special order the other 2, but we got 2 of them, so we're gonna go replace these and cross our fingers, pray to the Lord that the Z cranks right up as she's supposed to. So heck yeah, shout out to O'Reilly's, and we'll see y'all later, boys. Time to start working on the Z here. Took a little lunch break because I was hungry and it was lunchtime. Beautiful day, absolutely beautiful day. Really hoping that one of the 2 sensors that we have is one of the ones that is broken or not working, and this thing starts to run correctly. It's running fine, start correctly. Like I explained before, it has 4. O'Reilly's only had 2 of them, so we're gonna replace 2 and hope it fixes the problem. It's a little hot today, but it is a really pretty day. Gorgeous. Got our tools, gotta pop the hood, get started on this sucker. Alrighty boys, so the sensors we have, the ones we bought, one of them is right there, easiest one in the world. The other one's a little bit more difficult. She's back there somewhere, y'all can't see her. I'm gonna try to do it without removing the manifold because I really don't want to remove the manifold. So yeah, we're gonna attempt. But first step is this one, super easy. Literally just a 10 mil bolt right there. We'll pull her out, unplug her, plug the new one in, and bolt her back up. And then we'll do the same thing on the one over there, if we can find it. But alrighty, yeah. Boys, well, this is supposed to be the easy side. I gotta be honest, she was pretty tricky to get out of there, but we did it. It's the old one. She oily as hell. I think, pretty sure the inside of it is supposed to be, it's obviously in the camshaft, but we're gonna throw the new one in, and then we'll get started on the more difficult side, obviously. So get her oiled up with some oil, and then we'll throw this sucker in. Alrighty, bang bang. Right side of the engine is done. We got that new camshaft sensor in there. We are gonna have to take off the throttle body to be able to reach this one down here. I've played around as much as I could. We're not gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna take this off real quick as well. Obviously take this off first, then we'll take the good old throttle body off, and then we'll get down in there. This one was a little tricky to get off, so I'm just expecting the same thing on this side. Honestly, just gonna play with it, and we'll get to it. So it's proving difficult to get my throttle body off, just with the Allen wrenches I have. Obviously, I was able to break the top ones loose, but it's hard to get a good angle on the bottom ones. So I didn't want to, but the easiest thing to do is just take the whole manifold off, because that will come with it, and we'll be able to get that out of the way so we can get to the sensor below it. So that's what we're doing. Alrighty, guys. So the manifold's super easy to take off. I'm just lazy and didn't want to if I didn't have to, but it's just a bunch of bolts around the perimeter, and then 6 bolts on top, and then a vacuum hose here, a vacuum hose here, and then it pops right off. So I already have my bolts off, so I just gotta get my vacuum hoses off, and we'll throw this to the side, and then we should have more room to get where we need right down there. You should be able to see it now. It's right under our hose there, but yeah, we'll get down there and we'll change out the sensor, and hopefully, pray to God that it fixes our problem. So okay, so I forgot about, oh, I broke my cam. Forgot about a couple of hoses on the back of the throttle body here that I just don't feel like taking off. Don't worry about our super oily manifold. It's a VQ, but we got to push to the side just enough for me to be able to get to our sensor right there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the sensor we need to replace, the second one. So we're gonna knock her out, and yeah, put everything back together. We got that old motherfucker out of there. So it took a little bit more than I wanted it to, but I'm sure this is probably the right way to do it. Well, the right way to do it is take the throttle body off, but I was having trouble with that, so took the harder route apparently. But we got our new one. Throw this bad boy in there, and yeah, we're right on the right track to starting this thing up, and not having to listen to go hopefully. So alrighty, boys, this is the moment of truth. We got everything hooked back together, battery hooked back up, 2 new sensors. It was the 2 inner sensors on both sides, so obviously if this doesn't work, Jesus Christ, obviously if this doesn't work, then we know in the future we got to do the 2 outer sensors. Unfortunately, because it's a rev up, it has 4 sensors, so that's great, but we're gonna try to start her up and see what happens. All right, so if you've been watching the videos, you know what it sounds like. We'll pretty much instantly know if the problem is fixed or not. Here we go. Let's cross our fingers, pray to the Lord. Nope. Still have the same problem, boys. Well, that's unfortunate. we didn't fix the problem, but she still rips like a motherfucker, so we'll just keep troubleshooting, and we'll figure out the problem eventually. I just took her on a nice drive. She runs great as always, but just got to figure out that starting issue, man. So that's it. That's Caribou Tuning. Love you guys. Peace out.